Alright, this is my final project. These are my notes and my rubrics. The person I chose to do for my final interview project was my mom. Throughout the interviews, she took me through a lot of what she went through throughout her life, whether it was in childhood, when she reached college, and overall what she started doing even to this day. I learned a lot of things that range from working hard, just following a plan, and just overall just confidence. A lot of things that we talked about connected to two specific topics. The first one being family and the second one being lifestyle. When addressing family, we very much came to the conclusion that who you're raised around and the situation you're in as a child doesn't have to define who you are as an adult, and can very much change when you're put around the right people. And for lifestyle, we felt that lifestyle, or through our conversations, we came to the conclusion that your lifestyle almost directly correlates how you age. You know, if you treat your body right, you do the right thing with yourself, then your body will age pretty fairly. You can stay in shape, work out. But if you don't work out, eat unhealthy, do drugs, etc., your body will probably deteriorate and age quicker than it should. Some of the challenges we talked about was she brought up that early on in college, she wanted to own a business, which made her go to college majoring in business, and that she had a strong village around her, including her family and her really close counselor. She talked to him and said that she wanted to, or said what she wanted to pursue in life, and after graduating continued on. She originally was going to start a business and ended up going into pharmaceuticals, but overall she stated that the confidence that was instilled in her from her family, friends, and peers is what allowed her to graduate and keep going rather than stopping at just graduation. She also said that early on in life, her family, she's surrounded by 9 siblings, or she's one of 9 siblings. So she said that she was surrounded by a lot of love and support, but also learned a lot of life lessons from people in her family. She said that some of her close friends provided wisdom, and on the same ticket also showed her what to and what not to do in certain situations, which allowed her to have a decently smooth life while growing up and aging. She said due to all that, nowadays she enjoys traveling and spending time with family, and that due to traveling she's learned a lot about foods and what she's interested in. Since 2020 she's been a pescatarian, and she said that she understands the values of exercising due to her dad being very connected to jogging up until his passing. She also learned how to play golf due to her dad and her family playing golf. So it's just something she wanted to pick up, and that overall the leisure and lifestyle is a life she enjoys because it impacts her being and soul in a positive way. So yeah, my experience with this interview was pretty positive. What surprised me was how open she was to discussing things that she hasn't discussed with me before. Overall, what challenged my assumptions was that I do believe that your lifestyle directly correlates to how you age, but also I feel there are some special circumstances where you can do everything right and just, have a bad luck, to be honest. It's bad luck. And what changed in how I think about aging is that no matter what age you're at, there's no limit to what you could do. You could be 60 years old and have the body of a 30-year-old and be able to athletically do things that people at your age shouldn't be able to do. You could also be 90 years old and still be the same mental capabilities that a 60-year-old has. So just overall with the right habits and taking care of your body the right way and doing what needs to be done, there's no concrete way that everyone ages. So I think that's what's changed the most in how I feel aging.